अभी हम जो है वो एम्स्टरडेम की क्रूज़ करने जा रहे हैं। ये पीछे शिप है। 1 घंटे का कोई 12 यूरो ले रहे हैं, तकरीबन 3600 3600 के दरमियान। तो चलते हैं। बस रेडी होने वाले रश चेक करें। 12.5 यूरो ले रहे हैं, तकरीबन 6500 3500। Thank you. ये हम अभी जो है वो बैठे हैं और चलते हैं। फेरी पे बैठे हैं और 1 घंटे की जो है वो राइड है। क्रूज़ करेंगे हम एम्स्टरडेम के लिए और एम्स्टरडेम को एक्सप्लोर करेंगे, देखते हैं। तो चलें, ये भी एक्सप्लोर करते हैं। पानी, जहाज़, ट्रेन, पैदल सब हो गए।
You can listen in your own language on your own telephone. If you scan the QR code to the audio guide, and on the speakers we do it in English. Hombre.
And whatever you do, please keep your arms and head inside the boat at all times. Some of the bridges are very low and they come up suddenly.
In the case of an emergency, take a moment to note where the emergency exits are. There are 2 at the front of the boat, one to the left and one to the right, and another through the hatch door in the roof. This boat is equipped with life-saving equipment. And if an emergency situation arises, the captain will distribute them and give you instructions. Remember, this is a non-smoking cruise.
When you exit the boat, please check and double check that you have all your belongings with you. Any questions? Your captain is here to assist you. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the cruise.
Welcome to Amsterdam, capital city of the Netherlands. What better way to experience this compact and very international city than from the unique perspective of its waterways? There certainly are a lot of them. This city has over 100 kilometers of canal. Amsterdam is known for being friendly, open-minded and progressive. It's a popular place to visit.
1000 kilometers
and for business.
canal.
Just think, in a population of only 800,000 people, you can meet 170 different nationalities.
This area, fast forward a few hundred years, Amsterdam has grown into a fortified medieval village, complete with dikes, ditches, and canals to control the sea level. Even this far back in time, it was an important trading hub. Ships sailed back and forth across the Baltic Sea carrying grain, cloth, wood, and salt. The original wall of Amsterdam would have been to our right. During the Middle Ages, a moat, now called a singel, encircled the city. The church you see, the St. Nicholas, was built centuries later. Named after the patron saint of seafarers, it stood overlooking the harbor. Also to our right is the 15th century Schreier's Tower. This outer defense tower got its name from the scare, or sharp corner, formed by the city walls that met here.
Look to the left. Nothing you see, including the land itself, was here during medieval times. Over the centuries, much of the land around us was wrestled from the sea. To reclaim this polder, or land that was once covered by lakes and seas, industrious Amsterdammers built dikes and used windmills and pumps to get rid of unwanted water. And they've done an amazing and ingenious job of it. When it comes to controlling sea levels, the Netherlands takes the lead worldwide.
The building with flagship topic is the former Freight House, or shipping. A group of shipping companies ran their businesses from here. This early 20th century building is considered to be the example of the Amsterdam school style of architecture. The front of the building is impressively adorned with statues of Neptune, his wife, and 4 figures that represent the points of the compass. The building is decorated inside and out with all kinds of nautical symbols, anchors, ships, and famous Dutch mariners. It's now a 5-star luxury hotel. Because of this, buildings were generally designed to be as light as possible. None were very tall, and they often had lots of windows. For stability, they were built on a bed of wooden piles driven as deep as 15 meters, that's 45 feet, into the ground. But if these piles were exposed to the air, they began to rot, and the buildings they supported sank and shook. Today, water levels in and around the city are carefully controlled and less rotting. When new piles are needed, they're made of concrete. Still, you'll see many a house with a sideways tilt.
The Mantelbahnstoren was a place where sailors gathered before setting out to sea. The journeys were long and difficult, and not everyone returned. Legend has it that the women who loved them also came here to say goodbye, perhaps forever.
And the bustling market held here was called the flea market.
For centuries, Jewish traders sold their wares here. The market continues to operate and is now known as the largest flea market in the Netherlands.
Though unknown and poor for most of his 19th century life, Vincent van Gogh is now world famous. His highly stylized paintings are among the most valuable on earth. You can purchase tickets to the Van Gogh Museum and the Rijksmuseum at any Storma ticket shop.
Can I sit here? Thank you.
Public Square is home to St. Anthony's Gate, an ancient building topped with several towers. Built in 1480, it has a more palatable function. It's now home to a well-regarded restaurant. Many consider Rembrandt to be Amsterdam's greatest artist of the Golden Age. The more the piles rock, the wilder the houses dance. The outward lean that you see on so many buildings isn't crystal. It has nothing to do with rotting piles. The facades, or the faces of buildings, were intentionally built this way. In fact, a 16th century law put limits on how far a building could lean forward, lest it topple down.
You better watch out when you're cooking under the bridge. Trust me, you won't be able to find it.
originally stored goods in their houses, but as trading grew, more and more warehouses were built. See if you can spot some. Look for triangular spout cages and windows with wooden shutters. The shutters help keep goods dry and dry.
Back in the 17th century, when farmers' markets was at the end, several types of water birds are also having to make these waters their home. Flush water through the canals, keeping them clean. Amsterdam replaces the gate every 50 years or so. If you look closely, you might find the date these gates were last replaced. It's recorded on the gates themselves. Remote transport all around Central Station are placed in parks, from a huge multi-level bike parking area to converted ferries filled to capacity with bikes. More people bike than drive to work, and it's estimated that the city has around 1.6 million bikes. That's more bikes than people.
जी तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह 1 घंटा पूरा हुआ क्रूज़ शिप पे एम्स्टरडेम का जो है वो छोटा सा विज़िट किया। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत खूबसूरत था। और आज पहला दिन है एम्स्टरडेम में। कल जो है कल नहीं परसों फिर यहाँ से पेरिस रवाना होऊंगा। और आज थका हुआ था तो इस वजह से ज़्यादा सफ़र नहीं कर सका एनीवेज़। तो उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। चलते हैं फिर नेक्स्ट डेस्टिनेशन पे।